today.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
10 cycles. Ready.
Mostert. is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
42, Max 42. I got you. Hey, go steal.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away. And here's Aaron Sipas now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense taking over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his ability when things break down.
Ready. Black 40. Watch the slant. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Go down.
Back to throw now on first down.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hey, let's get this.
Second and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now back to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
A timeout here for an injured player. Definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Pierce. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are back within a score.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be first and...
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Pierce now up the middle.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So 3 points.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain there of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's complete. It's Collins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Cooks on the quick slant. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass,
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He gets this one to Mechie.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Texans down by 11, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Back to throw.
And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
they look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
16 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Give to Pierce.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. and they hooked up there for a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
52 blaster.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So scores up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. pass incomplete.
John Mechie was his intended target.
And now it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, they come.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he fields it cleanly.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play going to Mechie here. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down. 10 black.
They'll throw now on the final play. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expected.
Brandon Cooks. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this one's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd and 4. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Cooks with a great catch. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Mostert.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay, ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 13 yards out.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Ultra. Go ultra. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Ready, break.
Back to throw now on first down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Come on, 38. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
43, check 2. Striker, 3-3.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. And the Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And that's complete to Cooks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
60 red. 60 red.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
97. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll run. This is Pierce.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 41.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
Down. Yellow. 43.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they also will exit this one at 2-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
2nd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return.
Come on, set, black, 95. Check, smash. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
The Texans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the ground with a tight end. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready. Black 40. Check right, 60. Ready.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line because
on 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They run with Mostert off the option.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Houston set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. Taken down at the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They go play action here on 1st down, and this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Trouble, 38. Ready, go.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
49's the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Striker, 3-3.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's go. 10 black.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Right, 97.
Tight dog.
Set, hut.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's...
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain?
Pierce has it knocked loose.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready? Watch out now. 50 Fury. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Here we go. Black. 95.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taking it around the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that...
Ready, break. Mike, 49. Hey, cross deal.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Give to Pierce.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.